A year ago, you had a quarterfinal in Manchester. You lost 3-0. What has to happen that tomorrow we don't have the same? So the same passion, just a different result. That was a tough decision that never felt like a 3-0. That's the level that we have to expect from ourselves, how we want to approach the game. At the time, I think we couldn't really do anything about the first goal, but the other two goals, we kind of had concentration mistakes there. But in general, I was happy with how the team played after such a short period of time. And we need to play on that level. Arsenal are at the moment the best team in the Premier League. That's deserved. All the data shows that. They have amazing data in the Champions League as well. They are in great form. For the last 2 seasons, they've been on the highest level, so that will be a big test for us. Max April said that after the Heidenheim game, people were loud. So I'm not going to tell you anything about that. I was there, but we talk about that internally, and that's it. Next question. So, if you get to the next round, could you still have a good season after all, or is the season like really done and lost? No, the season's not lost. The season's over when it's over, and then there will be reasons for that. So obviously the criticism is deserved after we lost in the cup and we're not going to win the league. So that's a fact, and you don't have to ask whether we're accepting the criticism. We are, of course, accepting it, and we just haven't had consistency. We haven't had passion and hunger in the Bundesliga like we normally would expect it from ourselves. In the Champions League, we've played at a very high level so far, but we have reached our minimum goal. A lot of big teams are not in the quarterfinal, so a lot of people forget these things. And you just take that for granted, but we definitely can't take it for granted. And this was our minimum goal, to reach the quarterfinal. And now you have to be in form, you have to be lucky. You sometimes have to have the referee decisions on your side, and we'll try to have that tomorrow. And whatever that does with the season, well, that's a question for you, the journalists who decide to criticize. We have our own analysis that is very critical, why we are at the point where we are. But tomorrow we're playing in a different competition, and we have the chance to reach the semi-final, and we need 2 great performances, and that's where our focus lies, and whatever that means for the season. So it's a difficult task tomorrow. So how important is it for you to come back to England to play against Arsenal, against a team that really doesn't have many weaknesses? So they got the best defense, they got great midfield. Is there a weakness? Yeah, it's very, very difficult because their performance has been really rounded. Arsenal are a real team. Everything that you said, they are the best team in Europe currently in terms of dead ball situations. We are just behind, but still behind. But we are very happy with our performance. But even there, Arsenal are ahead on that, so we have to add that to the stats. And it's the second year for them that they are playing on this really high level. They have loads of energy on the pitch, and they can keep that energy for a long time, so that there's been a complete change of culture ever since Arteta joined. You can see his handwriting, and it was clear what way the club wanted to go with him, and now they're harvesting that, and you can see that in every single game they are dominating the toughest league in the world, and that's a sign of their quality. But of course we know about our own strengths. We know how we want to cause them pain, and we know that the Champions League is a competition where we have more experience over the last few years, for the last 4 or 5 years. We have more experience. There's a different type of football in Europe than there is in the Premier League, so that has an influence, and hopefully to our advantage. We definitely want to use it to our advantage.
Yeah.
No, it was a bit of a rough start for him, but I think the club stayed strong together with the coach, and like I said, I think they went through this rough patch in the beginning. They created a new culture, they installed a new culture, and when the thing got rolling, it really got rolling, and it never stopped, and it gets better and better. It's very, very fluid. It's tactically on the highest level. It's very fluid. It's very dominant. It's very aggressive. It's incredibly stable against the ball. So it's super hard to concede. They manage very well all aspects of the game. So his handwriting is all over it. And he deserves the biggest compliments for it. But, and there's always a but, no? We will try to be strong tomorrow. We will try to be the team who finds solution against them. It's not Premier League, it's Champions League, it's European competition. The European style is a bit different to the style in Premier League. We have a little bit more experience in that competition. And this is how we're gonna start it. But full credit to Arteta and his staff and the whole club, how they transformed this team. It's amazing.
I can just ask you a quick follow-up as well.
Yes.
You're looking for a different challenge, shall we say, in the summer. Is this another good opportunity to remind people in this country how good of
Have you forgotten already about me? Huh? No, you haven't. Listen, I normally, not normally, I usually give everything for the team that I train, and I feel involved, and I feel privileged enough to be on that kind of level, and that has not changed. I do it of course, also for my pleasure and for my will to win and to prove myself on that kind of level. But no more headlines, please, tomorrow about other clubs or what else. I will put everything in for Bayern Munich until the last match. This is for absolutely sure, and that's what I demand of myself. And starts with tomorrow, but continues tomorrow here on highest level.
So how can they give a new impulse to the team? Have you found the impulse? And how can you tell us how you're going to instill that passion into the team? Well, yeah, we lack that passion in the league. That's a fact. We just haven't shown that consistency, but tomorrow we're not playing in the league. So yeah, we had a bad night. We were very direct in our analysis, very factual, but also emotional. And today, the second day, we just had our final training session. So yes, we prepared tactically for tomorrow. We showed a few images. We prepared the team for Arsenal, but at some point you have to stop with that. You have to forget it. Nothing is older than the newspaper, yesterday's newspaper and the game from the day before. So that is actually an advantage for us. Now, obviously, there are better ways to start it, but we don't have that ease in going, that easiness. We don't have that, but it doesn't matter. That won't stop us from investing everything tomorrow. and we just want to be really strong with the way how we invest, how we want to even suffer tomorrow, how we want to help each other. We just have to just be more present, and we can be really frank about that it wasn't great in the last 2 league games, but if we continue with what we have done in the Champions League so far, then we can definitely keep up with Arsenal. And of course we're playing against a super strong opponent tomorrow that are in great form, and it's very difficult to win in this stadium. There is a special energy in this stadium, but in this season we've mainly played against ourselves. So if we show our best face, our best version of ourselves tomorrow, then we can keep up at the highest level, and this is what we have to do. 3 questions. Against Lazio Rome, then you broke your toe. What do you want to give the team tomorrow? What have you prepared? So there's been a lot coming at you after the declaration that you would leave the team at the end of the season. So was that a good idea? So, well, it's nice that you're worrying about me, but I'm old enough to stand for my decisions, and it's only football after all, even though it means a lot to me. I don't know if I had a lot to say in that, but it wasn't an option to stop, to leave in that moment. I know how we work. I know about my own input. So that input in the league hasn't been where I would like it to be. So me and my staff, we are very critical of our own performance. But we're going to continue with that until the end. This is what we agreed. This is the best solution, and I still think that's the right thing.
First of all, I think that Arsenal defines itself as a team which is outstanding and which is enjoyable to watch. So they don't rely heavily on individual solutions to win their matches consistently. They rely heavily on work rate, heavily on team spirit. They play like, this is very impressive. But you're right, Odegaard is one of the key players. If you want to mention one of them, he is one of them. We love where he loves to start his actions. We are very aware of. We know very well where he wants to start them. We know very well how he wants to start them. We know about the connections between him, Saka, and of course in the switch-off play with Kai Havertz and then the half left side that he can deliver. And okay, I hope we will find the solutions, or the solutions will be the right solutions, and the player will find the key to make life difficult for him. But he is all over the pitch, and he is in huge confidence. It's impressive how he developed as a captain, and he is one of the key players that we're trying to stop as a team ourselves.
Okay, you can take the last one, yeah.
Kai Havertz scored a special goal for you for Chelsea. He's doing really well at Arsenal. First of all, how important is it that your team stops him? And also, Harry Kane, the entire crowd's going to be against him tomorrow. Will he thrive on that? Because he's going to have 60,000 people.
He thrived on it quite many times, no? So I don't think he will stop tomorrow. I just said it. I think it's very enjoyable for Harry to be here in Arsenal in a quarter-final of Champions League, and it will make him very happy to score. I don't see how anything is holding him back. I feel him very motivated, and of course Harry always helps you to win in any team, for England, Tottenham, and of course now for us, and he will help us to perform and hopefully to win tomorrow. Well, Kai scored, maybe the best goal in my coaching career so far, and is a very, very lovely guy, very nice guy, top character, and amazing team player. with outstanding qualities. So it's I'm very, very happy for him that he gets the value, and after a bit of a rough start, but he gets the value that he deserves. It's crucial for us that of course, that we take care about him. Let's see if he plays on a 9 or on a half 10. That depends sometimes. Sometimes he switches in between matches, but we are aware of him. We have some guys on the pitch that know him very well, so he has to also think about his connection to me and take it slow. I mean, cannot. This is also kind of respect that we expect from him.
Okay, thank you all. See you tomorrow. Have a nice evening. Bye-bye.
Thomas, good to see you.